Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to another micro class. This one's on Spark plus Sustain plus Amplify. We're talking about your motivation and how to do that. It's inspired by the Motivation Manifesto by Brendan Burchard. How do we spark, sustain, and amplify our motivation? I love the way Brendan walks us through this process in his book. 3 phases to motivation: spark, sustain, amplify. Let's look at them quickly. Each of them has 2 components. The first component of sparking our motivation is ambition. The basic question here is, what do you want? What do you want? And not kind of, sort of, oh, that'd be okay, kind of want. A strong desire. The stronger the desire, the better. You've got to want something very deeply if you want to spark a high level of motivation. 2, very importantly, you can't end there. You have to expect that you can achieve it. Can I do it is the question here. Can I actually bring this into my life? It's a really important variable. If you have a super high level of ambition, a super strong desire, but you do not believe that you can achieve it, that's not motivation. That's actually a little bit despairing. That's a hope or a wish. It's not a strong, grounded motivation. So you need to combine ambition and expectancy. 2 powerful things. Again, what do you want? Do you believe you can have it? If you don't think you can have it, remember flow, right? You need to match your skills and the challenges. If your challenge is too high and your skill is too low, you're going to wind up here, and that's anxiety. And remember WHOOP as well. One of the virtues of WHOOP, when you identify your wish and the outcome, and then you rub it up against reality and you think about the outcomes, you may realize that, wow, I actually don't think I can achieve that. That's a good thing. All that means is you need to bring back your ambition a little bit and match it so you can get into flow where you feel confident you can achieve it. It makes no sense to go after something that you don't think you can have, because you won't have a sustainable level of motivation, which brings us to the second component here. So the 2 components to this part of the equation, sustaining, are the following. 1, attention, and 2, effort. In this part of the process, you've sparked the motivation, right? You've identified what you want it deeply, and you deeply believe you can have it. Then you need to bring your attention to it consistently, and you need to put in effort consistently. Might sound obvious because it is, but we need to make common sense, common practice. You can't get fired up about something and then forget about it. If you're really committed to something, you need to look at it on a daily basis. Get healthfully obsessed about it, and you need to take action toward it on a consistent basis. If you don't do those 2 things, that's a great way to kill the sustained momentum, and then this spark will be for nothing, right? Second phase. Third phase has 2 components, which are attitude and environment. This helps us amplify. People with sustained high levels of motivation have a great attitude. If you haven't noticed, there aren't too many super negative, super successful people. They're positive people. They're enthusiastic, they're joyful, they're engaged with life. And that didn't come accidentally. They worked at it. They've also created a supportive environment, both physical environment that inspires them, right, that allows them to do their work, and people who are bringing them up, not constantly telling them that they can't achieve anything meaningful in life. If you want to amplify your motivation, pay attention to your attitude and your environment. Spark, sustain, amplify. It's very similar to the procrastination equation, which we keep on coming back to. Piers Steel won the equivalent of psychology's Nobel Prize for this equation. I think we should all tattoo this in our consciousness. Motivation equals expectancy times value. Well, guess what? That's exactly what we talked about with ambition. Expectancy. Do you think you can have it? And value. Do you actually want it? Because you will never be motivated if you don't expect it or you don't care. And then that's going to be divided by your impulsivity, how easily you're distracted and you forget what you're doing. You don't do what needs to get done, which is part of sustain. And how far away the goal is, delay. You need to create micro goals that keep you fired up. We're going to talk about this a lot more in our class on Procrastination 101, which I could have just as easily called Motivation 101 for now. That's a long micro class, but I hope you enjoyed. Where are you strong in this equation? And where can you put a little more energy into optimizing? Let's spark, sustain, and amplify our motivation and actualize our potential. Have an awesome day. See ya. Hey guys, this is Brian. A lot of people don't know what I do beyond these YouTube videos I put up, so I thought I'd give you a quick tour of our membership platform. Thousands of people have joined us already. $10 a month. Get access to a ton of stuff that's in addition to what I put up on YouTube for free. So the basic idea is you just watched a micro class. Hope you enjoyed that. I just started doing these micro classes, but I now share over 50 of these per month. We've shared dozens so far, and it's basically a quick class on my absolute favorite stuff across the different domains of optimal living. 2 to 3, maybe 5-minute little micro classes on how to optimize your life. In addition to that, you get access to every single one of our Philosophers Notes. We now have over 250 Philosophers Notes on some really, really good books. A lot of them. In each one of them, you're familiar with the PNTV videos if you've watched many of those, but we also have PDFs and MP3s of our Philosopher's Notes. So let's take a look at what a PDF looks like. This is an example of a Philosopher's Note. It's a 6-page PDF where I basically share some of my favorite thoughts, riff on it, talk about how other teachers say the same things, and give you a nice playful kick in the butt to go out and apply the wisdom. That is a Philosopher's Note. I record that as an MP3 that you can download as well. And 250 of those. I produce 10 of those at least per month that I share with you, in addition to the micro classes. And then you also get access to all of our old classes. We have the 5-day immersion reboot, Habits 101, Confidence 101, Getting Stuff Done 101, Meditation 101, and then future classes, including Relationships 101, Energy 101, Purpose 101, Biz 101, Goals 101, etc. So there you go. Really blessed to have some extraordinary support, and I will share with you where you go to sign up. I'll put a link to this, but basically cruise on over here. You can sign up, and this is the kind of response we've gotten so far from our members. It's pretty neat. I've made more positive changes in my life in my brief membership, only 3 months so far, than I did through years of counseling. Yes, Brian Johnson, you are a rock star. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And I'm making huge strides in optimizing my life as a result of your Philosopher's Notes and Optimal Living classes. I spend $19 a month on my gym membership to take care of my body. A mere $10 a month on an Optimal Living membership is the biggest value investment I've ever made in my emotional, mental, and spiritual health. Thank you for the incredible work you're doing to inspire us to be rock stars in our own lives. Unbelievably inspiring and humbling. In 24 hours, we received hundreds of extraordinary notes from members around the world. So there you go. That's a quick look at what we're up to. $10 a month. Hope to astonish you. There you go.